Hey everyone, Nikki Ganjemi here for Monday's Mindset and Manifestation. And today we are talking about the power of focus. Something that's so simple to do, yet it's not easy because it's so much easier for us to get caught up on focusing on what we don't want and what is wrong and how things aren't working out and we don't mean to, so we shift and we course correct and we try to refocus on the things we want, and somehow, I don't know how, but we always end up pivoting and slipping right back into all those things that we don't want to think about. And we think, why do I keep doing this to myself, And the answer is, I don't know why we do that, we're human, or it could be habit, and there are all kinds of reasons. But I want to tell you that you can get better and better at focusing on what you do want to have happen. And once you start doing that more and more, you will start to see the things that you want to create, the things that you want to show up in your life. You will see those people and things just unfold right before your eyes, and you will be so surprised and so delighted and excited and think, God, it was easy. It was so easy all along, all this time. So that's what we're talking about today. It's the power of focus. Hi, Lawrence. Happy to have you on. Yes. And I love this topic because this is one of the few things that we have control over. We have control over our thoughts. We get to choose what we want to think about. That's really it. We don't have much control in this life. We might think we have control. We try to have control over a lot of things, but the truth is you really don't have control over many things. However, you have control over your thoughts. That's the one thing. So that's why I love talking about this. So the thing is to notice, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? And always becoming mindful and tuning in to how you feel. And that's the best thing you could do for yourself. The best thing you could do is ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Simple question. We ask other people, hey, how you doing? What's going on? How are you? We're always asking other people how they feel, but what about you? How are you feeling? And that's a question that you want to begin to ask yourself consistently throughout the day and tuning in, because how you feel is going to clue you in if you're focusing on what you want or if you're focusing on what you don't want. So that's what we're going to talk about today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nikki Ganjemi, and I help online coaches shift their identity to thriving entrepreneur so that they can make more money and impact doing what they love. And it does come down to this and the power of focus. So where is your focus? Is it on wanting to grow your business, wanting to get new clients or get paying clients, or maybe, sell one of your programs? Is that your focus? Is it on just starting your business? Some of you just want to get started. You might be at ground zero and you have a bunch of ideas and things to get started, and you're seeing everybody else's systems and frameworks, but more of the focus is that you're not there yet, or that maybe the focus is on, I don't know where to start, or I don't know what steps to take. And notice, when that's the focus, what's the result? When we think about how much we have to do, or that we're not sure where to start or what the next step is, the result is doubt. And the result could be confusion and maybe stress or frustration or worry. And then that's a time to become mindful and stop. I'm going to start calling you guys my mindful manifestors. I love that because we're always manifesting, right? We are always manifesting. It's either we're manifesting what we want or we're manifesting what we don't want. So when we become mindful, which is just present in the moment to what you're thinking and how you're feeling, that's where you have the power to choose to course correct and to say, wait a minute, where's my dominant focus here? And if it's not on what I want because I'm not feeling good, I know that I can change that. So that's the thing. It's like we're trying so many things, right? And it's not all working out the way we want it to. And if we get stuck on focusing on that, you know, like if I'm trying so many things and it's just not working and the money's not coming in and I've got my course and I'm doing this and I'm adding to my website and I'm making it better, but it's like that's where you start to notice that's where your focus is on. So how can we shift that? How can we use the power of your focus? And this can seem like something that we can easily put aside, right? Like maybe this is not even something that I have to think about. And I want to tell you that that couldn't be further from the truth. I think of one client who wanted to get more clients and bring more money into her business, but she hated sales. When it came to the topic of sales, she absolutely hated. She actually said, I don't like sales. Well, let's just think about this for a second. There's a disconnect there, right? Between wanting to get more clients, wanting to, make more money in your business, but simultaneously not liking sales. That's one way that we sometimes work against ourselves, right? If that's putting the steps forward and putting out systems and things to do, but then not getting the results you want because deep down, secretly hidden in there inside of you is, I don't like making sales. So then we don't get, no matter how good the system is, it doesn't matter. You don't get the outcome that you want. So what we had to do is we had to change her story around sales. I had to help her to redefine what sales means. It could no longer mean that sales are icky or sleazy or they just felt uncomfortable. So once we changed her story and she had more of a sense of ease and lightness around sales, and sales even became more about connection and being helpful and making an impact, that's where money started coming into her business. The clients came and she was making the sales. So that had to be done first. So it's like that's the focus. You might think that your focus is on growing your business or getting more paying clients. But what you might not realize is that more of the time, the focus is on the but. Whether it's, but I don't like sales, or it's, but I don't think I'm good enough, or I'm not ready enough, or I need to learn the next newest system, or, but I need to run Facebook. We all have those buts, right? So that's why knowing this and being mindful of it and being able to change your focus is so beneficial to you. Does that make sense, you guys? Let me know. And feel free to share anything in the chat box that is coming up for you that you might want to share. I had another client who shared with me that, she wasn't making enough money. That was the problem. She wasn't making enough money, but then she also shared that she was receiving widow's benefits. And part of those benefits were being taken away because she started making too much money. And she connected the two. Oh, not consciously, but subconsciously, she made the connection that because I'm making too much money, I'm losing part of my widow's benefits. So that's how she started working against herself. Hi, Sunny. Hi, thanks for being on the live. So do you see what I'm saying here? It's like, I want to make more money, but I'm focused on the fact that part of my benefits are being taken away from me. So it's similar to putting your one foot on the gas and the other foot on the brake. So you work so hard, right? You work so hard to move ahead and to get forward, but then you just kind of get in your own way. And this, we don't do this on purpose, right? This is not something that we're consciously doing. We're doing it without even realizing it, because most of the time we're just functioning on autopilot. We're just going on about our day, and we're really not aware of all of this stuff that comes up. So it's when you become aware, when you become mindful of what you're focusing on. And how do you know what you're focusing on? Just ask yourself how you're feeling. And if you're feeling any kind of negative emotion, then you know you're focused on what you don't want. You're focused on the opposite. So that's the first thing. Notice how you feel. And then become mindful of the thoughts that you're focusing on. And then once you do that, this is where your power is. You get to deliberately choose where you want to put your focus. What is it that you want to think about and put your attention on? And then that's when you can be inspired to take action, which is completely different from just taking a bunch of random actions for the sake of taking action, or because you think that those are the actions that you need to take in order to, move forward in your business or make the money that you want. When we're just taking those random actions for just the sake of doing it, or because we think that's the thing to do, think about the energy and the emotions that are behind that, right? I mean, there could be doubt behind that. There can be fear behind that. There can be confusion behind that. And that's why we don't end up getting the outcomes that we want. That's why we don't always end up getting the results. So noticing that, and then pivoting and putting your focus on what do I want and what actions can I take to get there, that's when you receive those divine downloads. That's where this idea comes into your head. And guess what? When you get lit up, when you get excited by those ideas, that's a clue to write it down. Write it down and take action on it, because what's next is that a person will show up, or a situation or a circumstance. The universe can just deliver that to you, and it just seems seamless, right? That's where we say things like, we're in flow, and this thing or this person, it just came out of the blue, and the timing, it was the right timing. That's when we say things like that. And when we want more of that, the thing to do is to focus on what you want. Because like I said, we're always manifesting. Like every day, all day, right? So we might as well manifest with intention and put our focus on the things that we want. So let me know if this is making sense for you, you guys, what thoughts you have about this, what is coming up. Just type it in the chat box so that I can respond. I'm going to take a sip of water while I wait. Because the thing is, if you have an idea for something, if there is something that you want to do and you were given that desire or that want, that means that you can have it. Otherwise, it never would have entered your mind to begin with. You can have it. And I know that you see others having it, and sometimes you think, well, what are they doing that I'm not? Why do they have the abundance of clients? Why do they have the programs that are selling out? Why do they have this, and this, and I don't? And there could be a bunch of reasons, but one of those reasons could just be that they're focused on what they want. And their sole focus is on what is the next step that I need to take, or that I get to take, that will get me there. And then they remain open, They remain open and allow that to come to them. And so it has nothing to do with whether you're good enough or you know enough or you're ready enough or you deserve it. It's got nothing to do with any of that. And those are just stories that we tell ourselves. And this is a lot of the stuff that I teach in my Creating Money coaching program, which is opening up this week. And I am super excited to share more about this 8-week small group coaching program. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. I want you to ask me any questions that you have. In the meantime, I'm going to give you the link, which you can learn more about this program and all it has to offer and all of the bonuses inside of this program. And you just go to my name, that's NikkiGanjemi.com/creatingmoney3. And that's just the number 3. So NikkiGanjemi.com/creatingmoney3. And this is an 8-week program. It starts at the end of this week. And what I do is I teach you all processes, tools for manifesting money. Because the thing is, money is just energy. That's all it is. But many of us have built a story around what we think money is. Whether that is you've got to work hard to make money, or money goes to money, or money is hard to come by, or money comes in one hand and out the other, or people with money are greedy, whatever the story is. And if you want to share your story, any of maybe perhaps some beliefs you have around money, please do so. I encourage you. But we take a look at some of those hidden stories that you might have around money. And we shine a light on what are those stories, because guess what? Some of that is what is preventing you from making more money. It's like the little story I shared about my one client who wanted to get more clients, but simultaneously disliked sales. That's resistance. That's pushing against yourself, So that's what I help you to uncover. It's finding out what is that discrepancy there, so that I'm not, taking the action and working hard and doing so many different things, putting my foot on the gas to move forward. And then at the same time, those beliefs come up, those stories come up, and that's like putting the foot on the brake at the same time as the gas. And then what happens? If you did that in the car, your wheels would spin. We sometimes say to ourselves, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, and that's what we're doing. It's like try, work hard. And at the same time, it's all these little stories that are going on in the back of our mind, and we work against each other. So we've got to deal with that, right? So that's one of the things that we do in the problem using my mind aligned system. You've got to become in alignment with what it is that you want. So we uncover all of that. We unearth all of that. And you have me to help you to do that. And then once you bring all of that stuff to the surface, then we get to change the story. Just like my client who had this story around sales, that it was this icky thing, that it just didn't feel good on. It was like an uncomfortable pair of shoes or an uncomfortable fabric, and it was something that she kind of avoided. And when we change the story, when you change the belief and get to a place where it just feels lighter and it feels easier, that's when the game changes, right? So you get my practical, simple tools to help you to change these beliefs. So sort of rewrite the story, so to speak, so that you can open up your mind and start allowing these opportunities to come in to make money. Because guess what? There is money to be made. There are people who are willing to spend money who might have a struggle or a problem, and you could be the one to help them with that problem. But you've got to change the story, and you've got to believe that you can, and you've got to know your value, and you've got to show up that way. So we work with all those things, and like I said, changing that money story, getting comfortable with making more, with having more, and knowing that it can be easy. And then, like I said, opening yourself up to allowing yourself to have more. Because a lot of times people will say, I want more money, but then for some reason, and that some reason is whatever the beliefs are, whatever the stories, they do not allow themselves to have it. They just won't let themselves have it. Whether the story is more of my benefits are going to be taken away, like the example I shared with the one client, you know, or whatever it is, or that it's going to go easy come, easy go, in one hand out the other. And if you were aware of this and conscious of it, of course you wouldn't do it. But most times we're not even aware. We just go on about our day. Every day, like I said, on autopilot. So we don't know. So we're going to bring all that stuff up to the surface. What's different about this group program is that you have me as your coach each step of the way. We get on a call, a live call once a week, and that is your time to get coached on whatever struggle or challenge is coming up for you. And I can help you through it. We also have inside the program, you have your own dashboard, and inside you've got the modules with all the training videos. You've got resources for you to use. You've got your the processes that I teach you. You've got the worksheets. You've got everything in there. And I also bring in experts to do bonus trainings. So you're going to have additional trainings too with some pretty amazing people. One of which I'm bringing in this time. She's a certified financial planner, and she's going to teach you about budgeting and how to be smart about your finances. So there's lots of bonuses that are inside of this program, not to mention a private Facebook group. So we're going to be over in our own Facebook group, just those who are in the program. And what's great about that is you're going to have the support of everyone else in the program. You're never going to feel alone. You've got people to be there to support you in your wins, what's going right for you. And then maybe where you might be experiencing some challenges, you've got people in there to support, and myself. You know, so you're going to have access to me throughout the weeks. It's not just our live call. So there's a ton more things in this program. And what I'd love for you to do is go to NikkiGanjemi.com/creating money and the number 3. And I will post the link above the video and in the comments so you could check it out, because there's just too many things in there for me to tell you about. But those are just some of the things. And I can tell you that this is the 3rd time I'm running this program, and each time I do it, it gets better and better. And people have had a lot of success with this because, again, it's something you can control. You get to control what you think about money. You get to control how you see money. That's all on you, and that's something that you have the power to change how you think, and I'm going to help you to do that. And I'm so confident that you're going to love this program that I'm also offering you a 100% money back guarantee. And again, all that information is on the page NikkiGanjemi.com/creating money 3. If you are not happy, if you are dissatisfied by the end of our 8 weeks together, then you just have to email my assistant Laura and let her know. You're gonna show evidence that you did the work, that you were on the live calls, that you did the worksheets, that you were in the Facebook group, that you were asking questions when you had them, and you implemented the solutions that you were offered. And if after all that you're still not satisfied because you didn't manifest the money that you wanted, then I'm going to give you your money back. But I know that's not going to happen because it's going to work for you when you do the work. And I keep it all fun because there has to be fun. We can't have money be this ugly, heavy, uncomfortable, burdensome thing, because that's when the money doesn't come. So everything that we do, I always bring ease and fun to it. That's really important, you guys. And just know that you can change the way you look at money. You can change your story. And that's what this program is going to help you to do. So head on over there to that page, check it out. Any questions or comments that you have, please ask. Okay, you guys, because I'm here for you. And that's all for today. So just be mindful of where you place your focus, because you have the power to choose the thoughts that you think and create what it is that you want. So have a fabulous rest of your Monday, everybody, and I will see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.